Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to Steins Gate, a safe space in which to be awesome, where I gotta be a little quieter. My roommate came to me saying, hey, I've noticed when I'm trying to sleep, you're a little louder than normal, so maybe a little quieter, and so I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try and be a little quieter. Hopefully you can hear me over the ambient game sounds, but assuming you can't, that's a shame. Because I'm gonna try and be about this volume and a little lower the whole time. Because I don't want to piss off my roommate, you know? He did ask, and I gotta respect that. Bring it to my attention, I'll do something about it. Anyway, Moika's gaze shifts constantly from me to the ceiling and then to the window. But her slow murmuring is evidence that she's almost beat. Just a little more, and her resistance will end. Fine, I'll change the question. You received a strange email about 2 weeks ago. Oh, she looked at me, so that might mean something. It came from your own number, and it was dated several days in the future. Now she knows. Now we have her attention. Waka's eyes open wide. Gotcha. You remember? Good. That was the email. What did it say? If I tell you, I'll return your phone. Oh. Fuck you. She suddenly curses at me. I won't tell you. Guess I'll keep your phone forever, bitch. Why not? It's my mission. Her mission? The fucking... I recall what Moika told me on a previous world line. Rounder's mission is to find and acquire IBM 5100s. In that case... The IBM 5100. How do you know about that? She fell into my trap. Her reflexive response was all I needed to see. It was about the IBM 5100. How much do you know? I'm asking the questions here. Just answer me. Just answer the fucking question. I can't. I won't betray FB. Also, I'm not sure if it picked up in the actual, like, recording, but I did turn down the volume on my computer. So it probably, like, suddenly, while that was going on, just, like, dipped in volume. And I'm going to explain why. That's the case because, also I do, by the way, like the fact that because Okabe doesn't know the time, it doesn't show the date. Which is odd, but you know what? Makes sense. Anyway, the reason you turn down the volume you're listening to is because subconsciously when you hear a certain volume, normally that's based on the fact that, you know, you can't control real life volume. So if something is really loud in your ears, even if it's just headphones, you're more likely to yell than otherwise. Now, obviously you can consciously, you know, change that, but subconsciously, if that's the case, then, like, if you're in a group call, if you're in a group chat with a bunch of people late at night, you're gonna get yelled at because you have them set to the normal volume you usually have. But if you lower the volume on, like, your headphones, you're more likely to quiet down yourself. And that is... I don't know why that's the case, but that is definitely fact. I won't betray FB. So you're choosing FB over your phone, how loyal. But Miri's fate hangs in the balance, I can't give up. Moika still hasn't calmed down. She's been opening and closing her hands for a while now. She's not trying to escape my restraint, she's just twisting her body. Licking her lips, shaking her head, trying to brush the hair off her face. Excuse me. It's like she's suffering from a drawl without her phone. Soon she won't have that mental fortitude to resist. If she won't talk now, then I'll just wait until she will. Is it really that painful to not have your phone? Why are you so dependent on it? I can't talk to people. You're talking right now, aren't you? And when she attacked the lab, she was leading a squad of hardened killers. But Moika shakes her head violently. If I can't use mail, then I'll be cut off from the world. Ooh, not gonna go into it, but that is a very major concern with modern day people in real life. Because first of all, we're all trapped indoors for the, because of the thing, and then also because, well, social media is everywhere. It's your world line to the world, essentially. So, what? Are you fishing for sympathy? You're just afraid of being abandoned by the Rounders, aren't you? No, not the Rounders. FB. It's the same thing, isn't it? Don't say the world. You're the one who killed an innocent girl. You're the one who erased Mayuri from the world. I didn't kill her. Not on this world line, maybe. But on another world line, you came to steal our time machine. You killed her. You killed Mayuri. On the world line where I interrogated Moeka, she told me that Mayuri was expendable. It didn't matter to CERN whether she lived or died. If FB told me to, then yes, I killed her. Who is FB? Who the hell is he? I asked her the same question back then, but another rounder appeared before she could answer. Something tells me she won't have backup this time. Moeka's position in the rounders has changed. Which likely explains why she killed herself in 4 days from now. 5 days from now. I can't tell you. Then let me tell you something. Listen good. If you're holding out for backup, you can forget it. Nobody's coming to save you. The pain and despair are just going to get worse. Okay, 4 days. In 4 days, you'll kill yourself. Moeka seems startled by this. I go in for the metaphorical kill. I came here from the future using the time machine CERN wants so badly. That's how I know. You kill yourself in this room, all alone. Your precious FB doesn't save you. No one does. Not the Rounders, not CERN, not the Committee of 300. Your boss hasn't replied to your mails, has he? You know why? Because you've been abandoned. Oh, God. People watching with abandonment issues, please try not to be affected by this. Please. I'm sorry you have to listen to this. I feel real bad. Just people in general who have problems with, like, stress or mental problems or whatever. Please don't feel bad. I'm sorry. I really am. I want to keep playing Steins Gate because I know that the story is good, but shit like this is... I don't like it either. Like his face contorts in despair. Once again, tears fall from her eyes. Guilt squeezes my heart. I know that I'm causing this woman pain. Inside of me, a voice whispers that it's nothing compared to what she did to Mayuri, that I have no reason to show mercy to a murderer. But she didn't actually murder her. At the same time, my conscience screams that it's wrong to hurt someone no matter who they are or what they've done. Insane man scientist my ass. I'm afraid to hurt my mortal enemy. I'm nothing but a hypocrite. FB doesn't deserve your loyalty. Tell me everything. I don't deserve it either, but tell me anyway. I ignore the ache in my heart and push harder. Moeka shakes her head violently. God, I feel... my heart. It hurts. I hate hearing people cry, like being really desperate and really sad. It hurts, man. It doesn't feel good. It feels bad. Why did you kill yourself in 4... Why do you kill yourself in 4 days? You kill me and make it look like a suicide. I wouldn't need to cover it up if I killed you. I'd just undo your death with my time machine. When I got here, you were sitting in the corner like a limp rag crying about how FB wouldn't answer, remember? But... how many days has it been? How often did FB contact you before, and when did it stop? Hey, keep the questions coming. Need to pile on the pressure. It used to be every day. But it's already been 10 days. 10 days with no contact, correct? Moika looks up to me. Moika looks up to me with pleading eyes. I won't betray FB. FB betrayed you. God, it's so sad. It's so sad. I don't like it. I don't like being in this situation. I believe in FB. He threw you away. FB used you, and now your usefulness has ended. Oh, but you can't say that sentence, because wording really matters when people are compromised emotionally. Your use of wording is excruciatingly important. You can't say sentences like that to people who are depressed and, going to kill themselves. He isn't like that. Then what sort of person was he? Oh, she was gentle to me, like a mother. I finally had a place I belonged. Like a mother. FB is a woman? I take a moment to re-examine my sexual biases. I expected an evil-looking old man like you see in the movies, but I guess I was wrong. I talked to her about my worries. She always replied right away. Like a friend, but gentle, accepting. Have you met her? Maka shakes her head weakly. You haven't met, even though she's like your mother, your friend? Damn, if they had met, then I could have gotten Moeka to lead me to her. Okabe! I'm gonna pause a lot in this episode. I already have. With the way the internet works, you don't need to have met people for them to be the most important people to you in your life. One of my best friends, in fact, second best friend, my full best friend is my roommate, but second best friend lives in, another country, and we plan on meeting one day, the group of friends we're with, but I trust her with my entire life. And not only that, she's the artist, she's the channel artist for my channel. You see the avatar in the thumbnail? She drew that. Love you, Tab. Damn, if they... Oh, yeah. Rounders must hide their identities from one another. So you've talked, but you've never met. But you assume, but you must have wanted to meet her, right? Even if it was against the rules? No. It would ruin everything if she saw the real me. Okay, I mean... I get it, you're depressed. I'm not gonna stop pausing. Did she ever say she wanted to meet you? No, never. And I never asked. So no phone calls either, then. Maka turns away, then she nods faintly. Did you wonder why? Why would such a kind, gentle woman refuse to meet you in person? Was it really just the rules? Why is you returning your emails now? Think about it. I know I said I was going to pause, and I'm going to. People who are emotionally distraught like this need you to reach out with no strings attached. Just be there for them. I'll be there for you. That song, clap, 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 clap. Yeah, from Friends, obviously, that was a reference I was making. If it's one-sided like that, then people who are emotionally compromised like that are very easy to manipulate, unfortunately. And so you gotta be incredibly careful with what you do. And if you're in that position, then you have to be incredibly careful with who you decide to trust. Make sure that you can actually trust them and you feel like they can trust you, Not because you say so, but because through their actions, you've determined that they're mutually in the same place as you. You need to determine that for yourself. You can't just assume. Assuming is your biggest enemy. You need to know. You need to know for certain. And don't do anything drastic, obviously, but just make sure that you know you can trust them. Don't Don't leave it to chance. Don't leave it to assuming, because they may one day decide you're not worth it anymore and leave you, and, well, that's not a good fate. That's not a good life to live. You were tricked. It hurts, man. I don't feel good about any of this. What did her last email say before she stopped contacting you? Leave the IBN 5100 at the designated location. IBN 5100? Waka, you fool. You let your tongue slip. 2 weeks ago, FB told her to leave the IBN 5100 at the drop point. That means she already had it in her possession at that time. I recall how Moeka kept bombarding me with questions about the IBN 5100. I might have let it slip that I found the computer at Yanabayashi's shrine. After that, she sent her email. The world line changed. The lock was broken on the shrine's storehouse door. The IBN 1500 was gone. These facts point to one conclusion. She sent herself to the location of the IBN 5100. Now that I know, it seems so obvious. If only I had trusted Moeka, if only I had seen through her lies. But no, I played right into her hands. I was the tool's tool. I almost burst into self-deriding laughter. But I desperately hold it back. I keep a straight face. What was the designated location? The coin locker in front of Daibiru. Coin locker in front of Daibiru. Wait, isn't that where Lukiko hid the IBN 5100 on the previous world line? Is this another effect of convergence? Can I retrieve the IBN 5100 if I go there now? No, I can't expect it to still be there. Remember what happened with Lukiko. The invisible force of convergence is keeping the IBN 5100 away from me. If I want to get it back, I need to cancel Moeka's D-mail. I know the message. I've already reached my goal. You could send a new D-mail to yourself saying to not tell Moeka where the IBN 5100 is, you know. Yeah. Moeka starts crying softly. I sigh deeply and lift myself off Moeka's body. Then I lean back against the wall and stretch my aching limbs. Nothing good. I take Moeka's phone out of my pocket. I'm using your phone. Moeka slowly gets up, she wipes her tears and fixes her hair and clothes. She picks up a gun and shoots me. Her wavy hair obscures her face from this angle, so I can't make out her expression. She doesn't react to what I said. Even though I'm no longer restraining her, she doesn't try to attack me and take her phone back. M4. Open Moeka's mailbox and search for the D-mail. Takes about 3 minutes, but I finally find it. 3 mails from Moeka's own phone, each 12 characters long, sent on August 4th and received on July 31st. Retro PCs at Yanabayashi Shrine. Just as I suspected, Moeka changed her D-mail in the few seconds I had my back turned. All I need to do now is send the cancellation mail.
Okabe!
Okabe? You at the lab? Don't worry me like that, you idiot. What, you were worried about me? I mean, you set off an obvious death flag. I'm surprised you're still alive. Where are you now? I'm standing by at the lab. Set the machine. I'm sending another D-mail. Destination? July 31st, 11 a.m. 11 a.m. on the 31st. Do not go, not at shrine, it's a trap. While Kirasu calculates the hours, I type them in. It says, do not go, not at shrine, it's a trap. I address the mail to the phone wave, then subject to change. I don't think this will work, but you know, why not? Okay, all set. Alright, activated. Activated. I press the send button. Mail starts sending. And nothing. Reading Steiner should activate, this time for sure. I brace myself for the incoming vertigo. Well, Nothing. Why won't it change?
また間違い
Another mistake? Anyway, that'll have to be for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I, of course, am Keywii. I'm great to you yourself for a delightful day. Sorry about being so quiet. I'm hoping to get a new microphone soon. The reason mine has been getting quieter and quieter is because I don't know why, but I need a new one, apparently. I think it's just losing its ability to... I think it's losing gain. I don't know. Point is, I need to get a new one, like, relatively soon, so I could, you know, speak at this volume, and it'll be resounding and clear and good. Or maybe I could record earlier in the day, who knows. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, I'm Keywii. I'm great to you, and you have yourself a delightful day. I love you. Goodbye. Stay safe out there, please.